I'm Patricia. I'm from Colombia. I came to Canada 7 years ago. Back in Colombia, I was a teacher from kindergarten to grade 5. My last job in Colombia, it was a grade 3 teacher. And my first job in Canada is I'm teaching grade 3 at the CBE with the Spanish bilingual program. What brought me to Calgary was Living Caregiver program. Living Caregiver program is when they brought people to work as a nanny. Or in my case was as a nanny. I worked for 3 different families. While I was working as a nanny, I really enjoyed doing it because it was working with kids. But I miss being a teacher, being in the classroom, planning lessons, planning projects, that kind of stuff that are fun about being a teacher, and I'm passionate about that. So I went to the University of Calgary and I asked them, okay, I was a teacher in Colombia and I want to be a teacher in Canada. What do I have to do? The first thing that I had to have was being a PR or being Canadian. And I wasn't. So I had to wait because when I decided to stay in Canada, I see that the program Living Caregiver had the opportunity for me to apply. And after I got my PR, I started doing all the process to get certified. So I sent my documents to Alberta Education, but before I had to get my English assessed. So I went to the ILBAR, that is Immigrant Service Calgary, and they helped me with that assessment. Every time that I say that I want to become a teacher in Canada, they say that it was a difficult process, long process, that it was easier if I changed the field. Like, go for the oil and gas, you can make more money. My plan was different. My plan was to do what I was meant to be. I think that in Colombia, I enjoy teaching. I imagine teaching in Canada and enjoying it as well. At first, it was difficult to get into the system because it's different. I went to the University of Calgary again and I talked with Charlie about Bridge to Teaching program. This program is a program that the university has for teachers that they were teachers in their home countries and they want to become teachers in Canada. So it's kind of a bridge that they help us to get contextualized with this process. Even though that I didn't require any credit, I decided to do this course, this certification, and I don't regret it. It was such an amazing experience for me because I learned about Alberta Education, I learned about methodologies, assessment, all the things that I need to know as a teacher to feel confident when I get into the system. When I was in Bridge to Teaching, they help you to go through the process to apply to a different boards. So I decided to apply to the Calgary Board of Education, and it was in April last year. I got an interview with the CBE, and after the interview, they just need my teaching certificate. So when I finished Bridge to Teaching and I graduated, I sent all the documents to Alberta Education again, and they sent me my teaching certificate. And I started working on May last year. And after I was working as a sub for around 4 months, I got a full-time job. It's a temporary job, but it's a full-time. I'm teaching grade 3 right now, and I'm really happy of doing that and enjoying and doing many different things that I miss. If you just want something, just go for it. If you had the goal, sometimes you think that it's a long process, that when you are doing and you had to wait and wait for the response, and it looks like a long process. When you go over that process, you feel like it wasn't that long and it's worth it. You had what you wanted.